the house. We got a completely sick card tomorrow, man. Um, Even before the pay-per-view, Showtime got some great cards out there. Melanaki, the Stallion, Black Magic, what they call them. And then you got my man, Michelle Rivera against, Lipinets. I think that, Sergey Lipinets is a force to be reckoned with still. He went up in weight to fight, Jerron Ennis at the same time. If y'all listen to the interview I did with Bozy, Bozy said you got to go to 140 pounds. He said he was a good dude, and the pressure is real with Sergey Lipinets. Um, Make sure you guys smash the like button before coming in. Smash the like button. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. You already know, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be putting a phone line so you guys could tap in, talk to your boy, and then at the same time, smash that like button so we can improve the visibility of the show. So, you know, that when it comes down to Michelle Rivera and Sergey Lipinets, what's going on. Let me give my shout outs as well. Skywalker, what's going on? Skywalker, what's going on? Champion, what's going on? And Crypto Body, what's going on? So, we already know. Ashley Chef. Oh, this thing moved up on me. Okay. Ashley Shefford, what's going on? What's going on? Got a big fight week, man. We got to talk about these bets that we're going to be placing in. And then also we're going to have to talk about, breaking some of these fights down. What y'all thought about the face-off today, some weigh-ins. We had the Charlo issue, and I don't know I don't know if y'all remember what I said. Can he make the weight? I hope he can make the weight. Y'all tell me if y'all remember me saying that, you know. And then we got the main event. The guys look great, So getting into that non-pay-per-view event, um, Ash Michelle Rivera, his only loss is to Frank Martin. He was that dude that was coming up, the Showtime's top 135 pounder. He said to me when I interviewed him, he said that he was basically he had title opportunities 3 times in a row, and he didn't. He never got a title shot. You know what I'm saying? So that he has a big argument with that. Shout out to champion Larry Liston. Freeze Temp. You already know. Larry Liston. Yep. Remember I told you Larry Liston did not say, "Can he make the weight?" Didn't y'all? So we're gonna get into that because I want to talk about that, like scientifically breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, but before we get into that, right? um, Michelle Rivera is the younger fighter coming in. I think that he has more volume. He throws more straight punches. That he'd be able to box a lot better than Sergey Lipinets. He has the youth. He has the punch volume. Sergey Lipinets still got some stuff in the tank. He's a big puncher at 140 pounds. So I feel like this is the biggest name in Michelle Rivera's career. And Michelle Rivera specifically said that this is his biggest fight on paper if he wins. So now, what is it? The youth of the real boxer technician. You know what I'm saying? Versus Lipinets. For a former title. Um, he competed for the title challenger, and he's a force to be reckoned with. What can we say about this fight? Um, it could have been in the pay-per-view. To be honest with you, it's that good. This fight's that good. When I first heard about it, and I don't know if y'all checked out the interview with me and Michelle, but I was like, wow, this fight that Sergey Lipinets, he was supposed to fight Subriel Matias. And we all thought that Subriel Matias, Subriel told me that. And, they gave it to Michelle. Now, a great name for Michelle Rivera's career to say, hey, if he wins the winner of Ergashev and Matias. Um, that fight is an amazing fight right there for the IBF title, at 140 pounds. So we'll get right. Before we get into that fight, we got Lamont Roach and, Hector Garcia. They're fighting for their title after the WBC, and I think that's a good fight as well. So we got like 3 title fights. I felt like the Jamal Charlo fight could have been a title fight as well. Did Robert Guerrero versus Andre Ward 2 fight get canceled? I can't see the box. I don't know. I seen that Berto was getting ready for that fight though. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Lipinets is going to hurt Rivera at one point, but I think the youth of athleticism with him to be the point decision. Yeah, that fight can go, and you know that with this loss with Rivera, plus he got tested positive, and he left his whole team. Now he's with Jermaine Ortiz up where we're at in Massachusetts, so he's been working with the technician, and they're getting really good sparring. So think about it. I'm going to be going to the gyms just so you guys can see that type of action. I'm going to ask if I can record their sparring, but if you tell me, guys, Michelle Rivera and Jermaine Ortiz sparring, it got to be some good stuff there. So that's high level sparring that they're getting with each other. And I think that Michelle Rivera has learned a lot in this camp. I think that the style that his coach out here has with him it suits him more well. So you will see him box a lot more. You'll be seeing different layers in Michelle. This is, like I said, after he, lost to Frank Martin, he got tested positive, and then we haven't seen Michelle Rivera for a long time because he got suspended. So remember, guys, he learned a lot being out here, and he kind of blamed his coaches not giving him stuff that they weren't explaining to him. That was his approach to the question that I asked him upon, what happened to the test results. You failed PEDs, what I mean, tested positive. So it's like, he had to explain. Now, if that could be a great fight, down the line with him and the winner of Ergashev and Subir Matias. In that fight, what I've been noticing about Subir Matias and Showtime is that they don't really promote him. They do a really bad job promoting him, and like I said, yeah, like the open workouts and stuff like that, like little things like that. I've been noticing that we didn't see him on that. A lot of people are asking me, yo, what happened with Matias? What happened with Matias? And he was there making weight. Um, the way they should have said that, in his second defense for, defending his title for the second events. Jackie Hernandez, thank you for the $5. Nana, how you doing? How's everything? I can't wait for tomorrow. What about you? What you think? What you think? Um, Let me know what y'all think. We should do a poll as well. What is your favorite fight on the card? If it's the main event, whatever the case may be, let's have a little fun right now. And then we'll break down this Subir Matias, because I did a couple interviews, guys, right? I did a couple interviews with a lot of fighters that, fought, and the Fox brothers from DC, you know, um, the oldest brother, he fought Demetrius Andres. He was the first fight that Demetrius Andres fought at 160 pounds. Now, when I briefly did some research on these two guys' careers, Demetrius and David Benavidez, when I'm going to get right into it as well, because I really dissected it as far as what level of weight classes they were performing at, how many times they performed at the weight class with their resume that they have there. So I'm going to definitely breaking that down as soon as I break down the rest of the card, but I'm also going to be putting in the link so for people can come in, and then I'm also going to set up a poll so we can get this jumping. Sorry for not being on point, guys. So sometimes that happens to me. Okay, so that good. Okay. I normally do this fast. I don't know why I'm taking so much time on this one. But yeah, guys, while y'all waiting, smash the like button. And we're gonna be ready. I don't know if you guys got my Instagram, but I've been posting things of me sparring and stuff and doing my workouts and all that. But shout out to the card. You're super excited. In the main event, I like the whole card though. Yeah, Jackie, what other cards are you looking forward to? And everybody, what card, what match are you guys excited for? Put it in the comments. Put it on the comments. Okay, here's the link for the people, and then we definitely you set up the poll. What's your favorite fight? Or oh, I like this. Ready? What fight steals the show? I think that's the best one right there. What fight steals the show? Oh. Is it the David Benavidez versus Andrade? Is it Jose Benavidez Jr., right? Versus Jamal Charlo, right? What else we got here? We got Matias versus Ergashev. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. And then for the last one, we got Hector Garcia, right? Versus Lamont Roach. What steals the show, guys? Oh, and we have to. Oh, damn. If I could have put another one, I would. Oh, they're not letting me do this poll. This is why. I hate that they're doing this right now. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. She's not letting me do the poll now. I gotta do it all over again. I hope Michelle puts on a good show. What's up, Bree? Tuning in late? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I saw the weigh-ins. Benavidez looked kind of drained, and Boo Boo looked big, unhealthy, and strong. So, check it. I think that David looked great, honestly. I think Boo Boo filled in really good as well. He looks really healthy, really strong. He looks really good at this weight. The thing about it, looking good at this weight and performing good at this weight are two different things. Not saying he's going to perform bad. I think that this fight means the most to him. So I think that he's going to perform hopefully at his best or at as good as what he could do at the age of 35 or 34. So Bubo Andre is obviously, you know, let's get into the card itself. We when you talk about the Matias and Ergashev fight, right? And then Koma Moulton's also fighting on the card as well. But most likely he's going to be fighting a pie. So we'll let that youngin keep doing his thing. Second fight of his career, so he'll do his thing. But Ergashev and Matias. So check this out. Ergashev has fought a whole bunch of pies. I looked at his record, and he has knocked out a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? He has a high KO ratio, just like Subriel, but he hasn't really fought much opposition. Now, when he first fought a good undefeated fighter, it was Michael Fox, which we interviewed him like 2 days ago. So Michael Fox said that, it's just the hardest guy he's ever been hit by. Michael Fox is a good fighter. He's a world class fighter. Um, both both brothers are really good, and he said that he is that dude. Blind Faith was going on. Blind Faith was popping, brother. Um, we just out here talking about the card here, and Matias and Ergashev right now, and you know, the thing about Ergashev, he's a southpaw, and he's very strong. He's really good at his feet. He's really good at his range. So he's more of a range type of a fighter, and when he doesn't really like to fight in the inside too much, and that's where Suber Matias works best. So now it's gonna be very interesting how this fight plays out, because the person that is the most conditioned, and Suber Matias is very conditioned. He loves taking people to the deep waters. Um, you know, uh, it seemed to me that Michael Fox said that he believes that this fight don't go the distance, um, and it'll be a late stoppage versus one of these earlier stoppage that Super tends to have. So I think it's going to be a good fight. I think that this fight can steal the show somewhat. Um, I think that um, we have a big southpaw that he has a good jab, and he dedicates most of his power through right his left hand. And Sugar Hill is a good coach. Obviously, everybody knows, notable name, Tyson Fury. He's fighting out there in the Detroit area, the Kronk Gym. Everybody knows that there's great. You know, exactly, Crypto. Yo, Mills, Ergashev's resume is weak, and Matias is being overlooked. And then obviously, you know, and Matias's resume. I'm glad that you mentioned that. Is top tier, man. Like, this dude has fought in guys. He's fighting over what, three to four, no, four undefeated fighters, right? He's fought, Malik Hopkins, which is Calvin Ford's, like, and Mayweather's prospect that what they were really trying to build, and he ended that story real quickly, and he beat Jeremiah Ponce, and he destroyed him. And I want to see Jeremiah Ponce. I think he got him out of there in 5. Suber Matias was, God rest the guy's soul, but he killed somebody. I mean, this happens in boxing. The Crusher has done it. Other guys have done it, but this dude really wants to go in there and hurt you. I think that's like the cool thing about some of these guys fighting this week. It's like you got, Sergey Lipinets really wants to hurt you. You got, Suben Matias really wants to hurt you. They say Ergashev really wants to hurt people too. Speaking upon his, resume, but at the same time, you know, can Ergashev do this at the highest level? That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't really, you know, um, Michael Fox, that fight that he fought with Ergashev, that was a close fight. That was controversial to me, to be honest with me. Michael Fox is no easy task for anybody at the same time, but you got to give it up to Ergashev. He does have boxing skills. He does have boxing ability. He got a strong left hand. His head movement is not necessarily like the best. Like, he's not a slick fighter. He's an in and out type of a European type of style type of fighter with a big left hand. So the key thing that he's going to try to do is keep that fight in the middle of the ring, keep trying to spin and turn, Subin Matias, while Matias is going to try to cut off the ring, and the guy's going to have to, shoot the jab, keep the jab, out there, because if, Matias gets a hold of him and gets him close to, the ropes, is going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a big problem. But let me finish this. So David versus Boo Boo. And then we got Jose versus Charlo. I'm just going to do the main three, the top three. And then I'm going to just say Garcia versus Roach. Garcia versus Roach. I'll leave it there. Even though I think that Michelle Rivera's fight's gonna be like fire. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. 100% males in chat. Okay. Let me make sure I pin the link. So I got the link out here, but let me put it out again. Okay. So we got the link right here. I'm gonna pin the link. Okay. Anybody want to chop it up with your boy? We do so. Let's get into the. I think Hector Garcia should be successful in this fight. I think Lamont Roach, he has one loss. Not the biggest puncher, but not the most slickest guy, but he can get the job done. He knows how to win. He's also in the DC area as well. I think that's another upset that people are thinking about happening, but I don't know. I think Hector Garcia got the boxing ability to keep him away and the punching power. This is Hector Garcia at his natural weight at 130 pounds. He fought Gervonta Tank Davis at 135 pounds. So that's where it is. Yeah, blind faith. I think Ergashev and Matias might steal the show. Ergashev is basically talking about like he's gonna like fight him. He said that quote unquote he likes to fight. So I would like to see that happen instead of Hector did well against Tank. Yeah, and he did, and that's not his weight class. He went in there for the payday. You know that. But Hector Garcia, former Olympian, great fighter. Can't take it away from him. I would like to see him among some of the guys. Navarrete. Shaki Foster. But I think he's great for there. I know that Chris Colbert wants his rematch back, but hopefully they can get that going on as well. Swift, what's going on? But nevertheless, right? Let's get into the co-main event, and let's get into the weigh-ins. Let's get into the whole nine, right? I told you guys. I said, "Yo, can Charlo make the weight?" That's what I told you guys, right? And uh, yo, this is wild because you got Jose Benavidez that they do this catch weight at 100, and so what beats me is that, right, it's not for the 60 title, right? It's not for the 160, so therefore Jose could have been a champion, right? But then they put it for a catch weight to 163 pounds, and then he goes over 3.5 pounds, right? So he has a 6.5 pound advantage. Well, no, 5.5 pound advantage, and three and a half of those pounds was unaware of, for Jose's team. Jose weighed in there at 161. So, looking at the muscle tone in Jamal Charlo, it's not like he put it on like impressively, like if it was on his shoulders, like if it was on his chest, like he wasn't really ripped up, you know, so I like to see where, his conditioning lies. I think that's the next problem, right? Is like, you came in here at this weight to take this at the weight advantage, right? But one thing is how much you're gonna hydrate, and the next thing is how good is your conditioning now? Did you take this fight like serious? Because we're talking about what, 2.5 years, guys? And every time we see him, his hair's not done. Um, I don't buy the mental health thing too much. I know it's a serious thing. We all go through stuff, man. Like, let's be honest, we all go through stuff, and the average Joe goes through stuff, and nobody gives a damn about us. You know what I'm saying? Um, I understand, and they're rich. You know what I'm saying? I understand that money don't change everything, but it can certainly help if you put things in the right places. Um, the last thing you want to worry about is, can you pay your rent or your mortgage on time and stuff like that. Like that can get you going, right? But at the same time, it's like you're answering the questions decent. You're showing that things don't bother you. I love that about Jamal. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the little change of tone. Like, speak up. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Um, I know that he has this chip on his shoulder on just the whole internet itself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you already know, ladies and gentlemen. Blind Faith Mills. Will Charlo quit during the fight? Slow talking, and then won't stop talking. Missing weight? Question. Is this a mental that I'm not most concerned about? You know, it could be a mental thing. It could be a mental thing, but it's like you just didn't look like you took it serious. Honestly, it could be because you didn't take it serious. If you look at Jose Benavidez' career, he started at 140 pounds. He hopped up one. He only has had one fight at 160. His last fight a few months ago. So he's a little bit more active, right? He's more active because he's gotten at least 3 fights since Charlo hasn't fought. With Danny and him and somebody else. So the weight is one thing, but the timing. Like, if you looked at my sparring, I did like a sparring. I put it on my Instagram, and it's like I have the right moves, right? I have the right steppings. I stepped, decent, but my timing is off. My timing is completely off, and 2 years can do that to you. And shit, mine's been years, but like it just you need time to get the timing off. And I think that Jose seems like he's gonna be the sharper fighter tomorrow for some reason. For some reason, when he throws his combinations, he's gonna be the sharper fighter. But then the thing about it is once Jamel just starts throwing that thumping jab, boom, boom, like a truck, boom, and starts landing. Danny Garcia just put up an interview saying that Jose Benavidez is easy to hit, and that when he said that, Danny said that, I was like, damn, easy to hit. Like, that's not good. Now, I understand Jose's defense is not like top tier. His parry game is not top tier, but Jose Benavidez, like he was one of the better amateurs. He fought in the Olympics. He also he was a top rank prospect at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? He was the real deal. That's his brother David really looked up to him. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, he got shot in his leg. There's metal rods there. This is all questionable. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Jose Benavidez has been the most active person. Nah, he's only had like 2 or 3 fights in between, so he's not superly more active, but he's more active. He's been in the gym more, and he's not showing that. He's showing that he's more dedicated than Charlo, definitely. But in the same time, um, not having your legs. Like I popped one of my calves playing basketball, and I like to spar and I like to do footwork drills. And my brother used to be like, "Something's wrong with your leg," and he didn't know nothing happened to my um to my calf, but he's so used to watching me fight that he knows exactly something's wrong. It's like a hurt dog, when he's walking, you can see something's wrong with him. So I think that that's exactly what happened with Jose. Now Jose had, you know, he went through his surgery, and then he goes and fights Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He goes and fights Terrence Crawford, and it's like, all right, man, and winning rounds too, winning rounds. So you have to give it, you have to give props to Jose Benavidez for just stepping into the ring and doing what he has to do. But this is at the top level, man. This is at the highest level, bro. And it's just like, you know, Charlo, outside of the ring, he has tasted defeat. But inside that ring, he hasn't tasted defeat yet. He's had some great performances, man. You gotta think about it, man. Knocking out J Rock, being Jeriachenko, you know what I'm saying? This dude is really focused. Charlo is a good Charlo. Stamina is where I think this is gonna be the problem. The problem is that depending on the stamina of Jose, see, if Jose had the stamina of his brother David, it would have been crazy, right? But if Jose has the stamina, right, and keeps energy, right, if he can keep energy and not overexert energy, I don't think that Charlo's gonna be slick enough. It's gonna be hard to find your timing. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So it's gonna be hard for Charlo to be slick in this fight because of the timing of punches. Now, what can help you out? Yeah, getting a lot of dog sparring at the gym. A lot of it. I mean, supposedly he's been working out for 8 months, right? So, but we've also seen him fat. Like we've seen him really bloated up. So it's like you're sparring, and we don't know like if you're sparring guys like David Morrell in your stable because Rodney Shields trains him too. And hey, okay, right? But even that, he's a southpaw. But you know, Charlo, if he's 100%, this fight's supposed to be his. Easy. If Charlo is 90%, this fight's supposed to be his. If Charlo is 70% to 75%, and Jose has glimpses of what he did with Terrence Crawford, guys, we got ourselves a fight here. We got we got ourselves a fight here, don't you think? I said Benavidez would be nice before he got shot. You know what I'm saying? Charlo might slip up here and take the loss to Jose. You feel me, technique? Yo, this could be this. Yo, getting shot in your leg is nothing like a mental issue. In the sport of boxing? In the sport of boxing? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Talk that, yo, listen. Being, yeah, mentally in this fight, in boxing, you got to be focused, right? You can't be in the ring worrying about certain voices, right? You can't be in the ring looking at Terrence Crawford. Yeah, you got to be absolutely focused, right? But y'all tell me, oh, we're gonna put our parlay in, put them on that parlay, yo. But the thing about it is that Jose Benavidez is the guy that came up for 140, and then is only had one fight at 160. And Charlo is not just a champion at 160 pounds. He's a big champion. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. Like, him jumping up to 168 super middleweight is nothing, to be honest with you. It's really nothing for him. He's a big, big guy. So this fight's going to be very interesting. I see that definitely Jose is going to be throwing way more punches than him. Jose is a warrior. Jose has, salute to the matchmaking in this fight. This was a great fight for Charlo to get a big win. And this is sad to say this is a big win, right? To be real, this is sad to say it's a big win. Not to discredit Jose. I'm not discrediting you, Jose, by any means. You're a tough dude, and you're a warrior, and you give trouble to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But there's like that last fight with Danny Garcia got me like wondering really where you're at mentally as well, Jose. You know, um, I hear things. I hear things that the regular public doesn't hear upon some of these fighters. So it question like some of these fights questionable. A lot of these fights are questionable. Um, but if I were y'all, for real, I would put Hector Garcia wins, right, by decision. I think that Bozienis says Lipinets is gonna win. I I think Michelle's gonna be winning this fight. I think he has enough boxing ability to stay away from Sergey Lipinets for sure. Now, Subel Matias, I think that Subel Matias is eventually going to be able to get him. This is a 12-round fight. Ergashev is going to be able to, he's going to think that he can just go right at Subel. That's not going to happen. You're going to box your way in there, and Subel Matias is going to eventually get close to you, hit you with a big shot. You're gonna have to figure out, who you are at that time as a man because of your resume. You haven't been in there with big punches. You're used to punching on people, but once you're in there with some big punches, look at Subir Matias. Subir went there with the undefeated Jeremiah Ponce. That dude was cracking. That dude was cracking from round one. That was into a phone booth. I was excited. Win or lose to both fighters, I wanted to see their next fight. That's how strong it was. That's how that. That's how much heart and how much explosion. I think Subin Matias wins. Um, I think Subin Matias wins uh, by decision because this guy is going to know how to move his. He knows how to use his range, just like all the other guys that sparred with him. He's good. He's good. He could punch, but he's good. I'd like to see how he reacts. Breaking news: Charlo overdosed on pills. Oh man, I hope not. I hope you guys are just playing around, Marcos Chaz. Don't say that. That's mean. I'm retarded by reading that. I would not want that for Charlo. I want Charlo to. That better be fake news. You know. Um, but nevertheless, if Charlo, I saw Charlo doing shots downstairs. Yeah, you guys are mean. You guys are mean. You guys are mean. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Let's get this live up to 100 likes. Let's improve the visibility of the show. Um, yeah, y'all are bugging with that one, man. Come on, man. Let's get the benefit of the doubt. Don't y'all want to see a great fight? Don't y'all want to see a great fight? I want to see a great fight. I wouldn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, I think Charlo. Um, I see the fight going two ways, guys. I see the fight going two ways. Can man, can you last 10 rounds with constant pressure? But then the thing about it, you're dealing with a guy with constant pressure with one leg. We got Charlo by decision. Just grab Charlo for the parlay. Just add Charlo by the parlay. It's just smart. I wouldn't go for the knockout yet because we don't know. Honestly, we don't know. He's gonna get tired. I think that Charlo's gonna start to get very defensively towards the end of the rounds just to be able to still win it. He's gonna have to steal like the first half of the fight and steal a couple rounds in the second half. But I think that he's gonna probably gas out. I really think so. Um, but going into the main event, right? Um, looking at the fight, I looked at it. Demetrius has 30 plus fights, and the majority of his career, he's fighting at 154 pounds, guys. Um, his last 8 fights were at 160. Last 7, and then he had his last fight with Damon Nicholson to open himself into the division at 168 pounds. So to me, man, I feel like this is something that this is something that Demetrius Andres is seeking for greatness here. Like legitly, he's seeking for greatness because this is the top level at 168 pounds. Now, I feel like this is a big boost, just from 160 to 168 because it's 8 pounds. I think that's just a huge, huge, huge difference. Period. But look how different this is, right? It's an 8 pound difference. But if you go back into David Benavidez' resume, right? He started his first fight at 106. I think he weighed in at 167, right? His very next fight, he weighed in at 170 something pounds. Like his first 10 fights, they were at 175 to 168. Like that's how big he is, guys. He's huge, and I think like now with like nutritionists and then the money coming in, obviously he's been able to maintain the weight a lot easier. So that being said, you got Charlo, oh my God, I was just reading something on the comments, right? But so in the main event, when I look at it, it's like David Benavidez has been competing at the highest level. One of the youngest, he was like 22 years old when he was a champion, so he's been fighting at the highest level at 168 pounds for what, like over 3 years now? No, wait a minute. Yes, he's 25, right, guys? Yeah, he's 25. So or 26. He's been fighting at this level to 3 to 4. Now, granted, he has a lot of guys moving up and weight, so that's something too. We got to keep it 100. David Benavidez got a lot of guys coming, the top guys at 160 moving up. So now with Demetrius, he's really the top 154. Like he was the top 154 pounder last 7 fights that were, and then he fought he fought a vacant title for 160 pounds. So you gotta really look at, you know, yeah, he didn't need this fight. Like that's another thing too. It's just like he didn't really need this fight. He could have stayed at 160. Uh, Janabek could have probably just kept ducking him. He could have fought Carlos Adames. You know what I'm saying? If he wanted to stay in PBC at 160. But I feel like, is it for the money? Even though, Demetrius has gotten like some $1 million, a few millions of dollars per fight, so, um, but then you're approaching, now you're 34 years old. You want to probably get the biggest paydays of your life before, is this a farewell? How many years does, Demetrius Andres got to fight? Do you guys feel like he's gonna fight, for, I don't know, 3 to 5 years left? Like what's your thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, Mills, this fight, he's there to be great. He is. he really is, and I applaud him for it. Becoming 3 division champion. He's very, very, very confident. If you look at him in the wins, um, he goes and new and still and new and still. You know, he's very confident. And you need to be like that. You need to be confident. I just think that in this fight, can he perform better than Caleb Plant? Well, the thing that Caleb Plant has showed us was that he could compete at the highest level at 168 pounds, you know, by beating a champion. I forget the dude's name. He got a crazy, crazy name, but he went through war with him. Um, and, you know, Uzcategui, that's what his name was, Uzcategui. And, he went through war that second half. Now, the thing about what Caleb is that Caleb tends to fade towards the end of the fight, and this is something that Demetrius fades, but he doesn't fade as much as Caleb Plant does. But he does, fade, you know, correct. Caleb Caleb Plant. I mean, beating an old Darrell, but to me was impressive as what you wanted to be. He was a former champion, but it's the way he did it, right? Like, let's be honest. Big money, what's going on? What's going on, chat? What's going on? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. You already know we here, Mill City Boxing on a late night. So, you know, Demetrius Andres does fade, and we already know that David Benavidez, he picks up steam more towards the end of the fight. So to me, it's like it's a balance of what these guys are not good at that the opponent is good at. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, combination punchers, they do great with guys that like to just throw combinations, right? So are we going to see Demetrius throw combinations? Because I don't think so, because that's not how he fights, right? He'll throw like a big 1-1-2, or he might do a 1-2-3 here and there. If he hurts you, he's gonna like do like he's gonna probably give you like a 3 to 4 piece to the body, really wide. Um, that's how he fights. He'll throw like he'll fake and throw the over the top left. You know what I'm saying? He has a good uppercut as well. He moves really well. The thing about it is that it's like Demetrius Andres moves just as good as Caleb Plant. I just think that Caleb is a little lighter on his feet, but I do think that Demetrius is more explosive than Caleb Plant. Big money was going on. Yeah, I got my glasses, man. I had to. Now I don't have to go like this and look like Inoue, you know. But I appreciate the $5, my brother. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the donations, man. Definitely helps me, survive on this YouTube channel. Um, but nevertheless, man, now Demetrius Andre starts really, really fast, right? You know, he says, Larry Listen says, and Andre has leaky defense. Longer it goes. Yes, it does. And, because he starts to get really creative with his hands. People call it creative. Some people call it wacky. Some people call it messy. But it's really called the Demetrius Andres. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius just plays with his hands. I know there's times when I'm boxing and stuff like that, I play with my hands sometimes too. Now, and it causes distractions and stuff, right? But Demetrius Sanchez is a southpaw with a great left hand. I don't think that his left hook is something that people have to be like, wow. I think he really loads up on it. Mills, I tapped your Cash App, gang. Just letting you know. Oh man, thank you, Blind Faith, man. I appreciate you. Real talk, man. For real, for real. Definitely, guys. Anybody that have the link on the chat as well, you guys could chop it up with me. I'm almost done this, breaking it down, and then I would like to get all y'all your parlays, who y'all betting on, and what y'all thoughts on the fight, and break down some of these the fights on the card as well, and chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Debate and everything. You know, if y'all don't agree on something, you know what I'm saying, we just debate on it. And if y'all do, let me know what y'all think in the chat as well. So, you know, I think that the longer the fight goes on, it favors David. Um, I don't think David has, just talking to one of the Fox brothers the other day, when he fought Demetrius Andres, he said, and this is his words, guys, this is not me. You know what I'm saying? This is I got Shine coming on. Um, you know, the Fox brothers tells me, he's like, yo, listen, um, he didn't punch hard at 160 pounds. So, how could he, punch at 168? He wasn't a big puncher at 160. Now, people be like, yeah, but he knocked out everybody who's, but I'm not just anybody. I understand. Tell me how many guys he knocked out at 160 pounds, because he only fought 7 fights at 160 pounds. So at 154, you're really fighting a guy that's 175 in there. And he is one of the best pressure fighters that we have seen today. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's different styles of pressure fighters. Canelo Alvarez, he's a pressure fighter, a low volume puncher, counter puncher. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez, high volume combination pressure fighter. That's a lot to deal with. He's tall, he's long, he's only um, an inch difference in arm length, right? But Demetrius Andres actually throughout his career has had the arm length benefit him most of the time. Now, yeah, but he only had 7 fights. He only has 7 fights at 160 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And look at the opposition of the guys that dropping. And then that's another thing, right? When we talk about dropping, anybody could get dropped with a style like Demetrius Andres. Think about it, right? He rushes you in, right? The He rushes you in. He's explosive. He hits you when you don't think you're gonna throw a punch, right? But what about finishing? What about finishing? He catches guys off balance. You know what I'm saying? Those are he caught Demar Nicholson off balance as well. You know what I'm saying? And he's good at that. He's a smart guy. He knows the amateur system. Think about it. When he was an amateur and he seen somebody off balance, you would strike. Come on, guys. Think about it. Think about it. If what is that like? It's like saying, yo, I'm playing basketball and I got a mismatch. I'm gonna go through the mismatch. Well, the same thing when you got Demetrius on, or for instance, no, I'll give you a better example. I'll give you a better example. You playing basketball, right? You got somebody running this way, right? So you're gonna run this way right away because it's the timing thing, you know. Or when you box out, you know what I'm saying? You box somebody out where they're putting the most weight, where their direction is, right? But nevertheless, when we talk about, finishing, you could tell about a puncher by finishing. You know what I'm saying? That it's very, very important. Um, so, stopping and dropping are two different things. This fight's gonna be good. Does Demetrius Andres have an opportunity to win? Yes. He has to fight perfect though. He has to fight smart. He has to. He really needs to dig down and hit the body early. He needs to be able to break. You have to break David Benavidez down a little bit, and I think that the key punches that Demetrius Andres needs to do is stab to the body, because the closer you are to Benavidez, the more danger you're going to be. You have to have power consistently to drop guys. But without stopping them, you're really not doing anything. The only good thing that you're doing is you're getting a 10-8 round. That's all you're doing by knocking people down, which is good. You're scoring points, but you know you can leave it to the hands of the judges as well. So you got to pick your poison. Demetrius Andre starts early. Um, is he going to start early? And he starts early by throwing over the top left hand right away. I think that with you know finding range with David Benavidez might be the the thing that Demetrius is going to probably be good at, is finding his range, because the way, yeah, um, yeah, David's arms are only an inch longer, but remember, uh, Demetrius is more the slick fighter. He's going to be the type of guy that he throws punches while having his head off the line, and he's studying your movements. He's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't take nothing to it, but when you're dealing with a guy that keeps throwing punches in different combinations, David has to be creative with the combinations. Let's be honest. David's conditioning is crazy, right? So um, I just feel like if they right now, in my opinion, Andre is gonna have to have something very similar to what Caleb had the first half of the fight. Andre is gonna definitely need to have at least, out of the first six, he's gonna at least need to have four of them, and that's the minimum. If he only wins three out of the six, you might as well guarantee that he'll get stopped or he'll get very outpointed. You know, so Andres needs to at least win at least four out of the six rounds out of the first half. And with that being said, he needs to stab to the body constantly, constantly. And then the second half of the fight, he's gonna have to be able to do a lot of arm strength. A lot
Yo,
of leg strength. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's on your mind?
what's up with it, Mill?
What's going on, man?
Hold on, give me a second. Let me turn this down real quick.
Right. So you guys gotta definitely be prepared for a late round stoppage in the championship rounds from David. But I could see Demetrius Andres with his little veteran techniques and his athletic ability. Some of the things I've seen in training camp, him like going into the football stadium and just jumping into each bleacher. I think that was like, you have to really be strong for that. So they're preparing Demetrius, to be really strong for this fight.
Yeah,
What's
what's up
going
though?
on, man?
Nothing much, man. I just see you over here talking about Benavidez and them.
Right?
Uh, so pretty much my thoughts on the fight. My pick actually is Andre. I got Andre,
How?
but don't get me wrong. Like I think David most is the favorite. Like he's still my favorite, but it's just something about the Caleb Plant fight that made me think Andre is actually gonna get him. Cause like, cause it's a lot of things that I seen in that fight where if you staying active against David Benavidez and like you said, the key punch, the stab to the body, which Caleb Plant was doing early,
Yeah.
and I just think Andre is more like poised than Caleb Plant. Like I think he a a little bit of a smarter fighter as well. I think everything that Caleb Plant lacked, Andre is still solid and firm in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I think he can hold up for 12 rounds too. Like I don't
I
think
think so too. I'm gonna bet the over.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna be nothing that he's not able to adapt to pretty much. Only thing that's gonna be tough is the size. But they damn near the same size. But I think
The
I
punch
think
out.
David, yeah, it's just like kind of like Fury with Wilder, like how Fury just uses his weight a little bit. Not that David does that a lot, but like I just think that when David does get his moments, it's just gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot, and that's the only thing he gonna have to adapt to, I think. But
I
I think it's a great fight.
it's a beautiful fight, and also it's like, shout out to all the new people coming into the chat as
Facts,
well.
Pratt.
Gregory Pratt, Texas 16 South. Everybody, shout out to y'all, man, for coming in, man.
For
I
sure.
also think, what I like the thing about with Andre versus Caleb Plant is obviously when you have a southpaw orthodox matchup, you can get a lot more body work in because of the angle. But in the same
Mm-hmm.
time, um, Andres is more of a physical fighter. He's more physical than Caleb Plant.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's like what you just said, like that was something that, he was missing. So if Andres can really clinch, like not like how Caleb Plant was clinching, like if he can clinch and box,
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a great, but it could be controversial. There
Yeah.
could be a lot of controversy in that too,
Mm-hmm.
because of the
Mm-hmm.
style. You're not pleasing the judges. You're not pleasing the fans. You're not pleasing the judges.
Yeah. I think the inside game is gonna be important for sure, and that's another thing. Like with the south, with them being southpaws and stuff. I think that Andre is and knows that he has to go to the body. Like he has to. If he doesn't go to the body, we haven't really seen a lot of people go to the body on David, and I really think that might be one of his weaknesses. So I would like to see him go to the body a lot in this fight,
Yeah,
because his style is tailor made to be able to beat him. Like he has all the tools to beat him.
yeah, he could shoot the big left hand to the body. He could turn that into a uppercut. He can go, stab to the body with the jab. He can go up and down. Andre got all the capabilities of doing that, and his level changing is better.
Hmm.
His level changing is way better than Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? And being
Yeah.
southpaw and stuff like that. But now it's just like
What do you think? What do you think David like? What do you think David's strengths for this fight needs to be?
his strengths, like some of the
Yeah.
things that he needed to work on in between that Caleb Plant in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think what I asked David's dad, I said, why didn't you stick the jab early? Like, and then I was wondering, were they not trying to let Caleb time his jab so that, because I don't know if you noticed, he was trying to go straight with the right hand, David.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
was he was using
Yeah.
his jab in the first 6 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, damn, David got a really good jab. Like he should be trying to
You
find.
do.
Then after 6, he used the jab. I don't know if they would. It was that part of the game plan, not let Caleb time your jab. So start throwing it when he gets tired. Maybe that could have been a game plan. If that was the game plan, then damn, Jose, you're smarter than what I think as a coach. But
Mm.
in the same time, it's like, David, like you probably could get the same outcome if you just, win a couple early rounds with the jab as well.
Yeah.
So I think that the jab needs to be implemented some way somehow. I know that with this one is you're probably gonna see something similar to that too, because Caleb was very sharp with his shots, so that's probably why they were hesitant. But they're gonna be hesitant with the jab too, just because of the southpaw. It's hard to land a jab on a southpaw. He lands
Yeah.
his jab faster, so I see. I could definitely see Andre's jab be really effective in this fight. But the thing about it too, can you get through that high guard? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
When you start pumping that jab to the high guard, how much work you're gonna put down into the solar plex right after?
Mm-hmm.
Throw
Mm-hmm.
that jab and throw that to the right hand on the bottom right after. Like
Right.
he needs, he has all the capabilities to win because he's very creative too. But
Mm.
then the fatigue kicks in, and when your fatigue kicks in, all that creativity it starts to slow down, bro, because
Yep.
you're trying to survive. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If Boo Boo can take his punch well, and if he does take his punch well, he's gonna have to eventually start trading with him with the big bombs that he does. Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Boo Boo trying to throw straight shots at him and clean, like little nice straight shots, fast and hard, and hurt him. I could only see the
Mm-hmm.
I could only see the wailing shots hurt David. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And that's when David's gonna go in between. And if he hits you in between, you might be you might
And
get
coming
affected.
and coming out because David is really good at landing punches on the way out. Like
Yeah,
that's one of his.
like after you throw.
Yeah, as soon as you throw and like as soon as you try to like turn out, he's gonna throw a punch to try to
Yeah,
get that,
yeah,
try to get it back, and he does that a lot. I've noticed, and
yeah.
that's something that Andre gonna have to be careful for sure.
But then in the same time, it's like we used to think about that with Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford would do those wailing shots, but he's so
Mm-hmm.
quick. He's so quick that you know it's a timing thing. It's a mental thing with these guys because they when you go like 3 rounds and then they start to see you do certain things, and
Mm-hmm.
that's when they start placing those wild shots and
Yeah.
timing you because they see repetitiveness, you know.
Yeah.
And I could see David, I could see Boo Boo doing that too. Like I could really see that. I really could. This is gonna be a good fight. I feel like it's gonna go like this.
You can see him timing David with the wild looping shots, right? That's what
Yes,
you're saying, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember, remember his head. If he knows that you like throwing that jab in, right here, yo,
Mm-hmm.
Boomer's gonna be right here, and he's hitting you with this shot. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I mean by like you doing things repetitively with a awkward guy like Boo Boo. You don't see those technical things because he looks that way. But
Yeah.
there though, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that know are the ones that getting hit. Those are the ones that know.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you blink and he just doesn't. He has so much explosion that you would think that he would be able to hit you, and then you would just knock out. You know what I'm saying? Like knock out. Like and
Yeah.
he just doesn't have that type of power. A lot of
Yeah.
people on the chat they're like, yeah, but he knocked down everybody. Yo, a lot of people get knocked down. I've seen
Yeah.
people knock themselves down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So
just a smart. He's just a smart fighter and knows when to throw the punch. Exactly.
exactly, exactly.
Right.
It's
Absolutely.
like a point guard, bro. You bait for the right, he knows that you're going there, so he goes this way. It's just like that, you know. Next thing
What
you know,
what fight on your poll do you think is gonna steal the show?
I think
You had
oh
Rochelle.
shit. The one that's not here.
Which one?
The one that's not here.
I
What?
was looking. I was looking for some more. You only had three though.
No, because I tried to put four and it didn't let me put four. Or I tried to
Um.
put five and it didn't let me put five. But damn, yeah, the one that I think is gonna steal the show is not there. It's Subriel Matias and Ergashev.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I think the same thing. Honestly, I don't know though. I don't know about the dude Matias is fighting, but it's just the energy from they like the way they be talking to each other. I think it's gonna be. I think
You
it's gonna
you
be crazy.
didn't YouTube it? He can
N-
fight.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't even watch him
Michelle
yet.
did
But
so I did two
the
images,
other.
right?
Hmm?
So Michael Fox fought him and lost to him. I posted it up last night. And then Michelle Rivera sparred him and he told us all about it too. He's really good.
Mm. See, and it's funny. I texted my group chat with some of my partners, and I was like, I hope Matias get beat up a little bit. I don't want him to lose, but I just hope he get beat up a little bit so they can stop gassing him. Because I honestly think he gassed. Like I watched him fight. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter. I just think he's a little overrated. Like people think he's the boogeyman at 140. But I think he could lose to a couple people at 140.
No, yeah, he has a style that is meant for the championship rounds. To be real,
Yeah, like he reminds me of Villa.
he's he's better than Villa. He's
He
better
may
than
be
Villa.
he may be better than
Don't
Villa
disrespect. Oh, you
for
disrespect
sure because he has better like
his
nah he got better head movement, he got better punches, he got better all that. But
combination.
his style is just like it reminds me of Villa. Like he's just super strong. He's just gonna stay in front of you. But he do throw a lot of good combinations for
Ah,
sure.
yo, my man Matias is like this. He's like
It's
catch,
everything.
ba ba, catch, ba ba, catch, ba ba. Like
Yeah,
yo,
he got a you know that movie Real Steel?
mm,
He got like one of them like robot type boxing styles. Like he just at you the whole time. Like
yeah.
super fundamental, but at you.
He'd be like catch. Then he misses the catch. Okay, I taste that. Boom, boom. Oh, I taste that too. He got a good chin.
Yeah.
Thing about Matias is that right. The more you get hit in that chin, the more damage you take, the more miles you spend, and that style can only last for so long. You feel
Hmm.
me? So we gotta enjoy that style while we can, and even with a few losses, Matias is still gonna be straight to
Oh
watch.
yeah. Oh yeah. He's
Yeah.
he's definitely fun to watch for sure.
And then Ergashev, he's already gotten like two controversial wins, which kind of reminds me. Like I just looked at his Instagram. He's pretty decently like popular. Like I feel like Showtime and stuff like they gave Subriel the opportunity, but he also Subriel earned the opportunity, and like Puerto Rico doesn't stand behind Subriel the way they should. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like
Hmm.
I feel like popularity, if you and then you don't he doesn't even choose to speak English. At least Urshichev, he's trying to. So like marketability is gonna be, you know, Subir can only show you in the ring. Cause outside the ring, he needs guys like us to, help out and bring that content. And we will stay supporting. But I got Subir until he loses, for sure.
Yeah.
His
You
style.
think what about the other fight? The Hector Garcia and Rocha. That fight. I want to. I can't wait to see that one.
And Lamont Roach is gonna be good. It's gonna be a good fight.
I can't wait to see that one.
That's an underrated on the card. I mean, hey, I know it's a title fight, so it got to be but I feel like these guys have the capability to be in that on that card without a title. They got the skills for sure.
Yeah, they're nice.
They
They're
not
definitely nice. And they styles collide perfectly. Like they both got good jabs.
facts.
They
We got.
both slick. Huh?
I'm mad that I didn't put that
What
fight
you
on
say?
the poll.
Yeah, you got yeah, for sure.
It's alright. It's alright. One mistake don't hurt nobody. But yeah, man. Any other things you want to chop it up with?
Yeah, what you so look, my I'm a Shakur fan, you feel me? So let me
Mhm.
just give you some details. I'm I believe that Shakur is the one to beat Devin, and I think him and Tank is a 50-50. I don't really know who's gonna win that fight, but I think Shakur and Tank both beat Devin.
Mhm.
But everyone, I don't really get why everyone is just on Shakur's head other than Shakur doing it to himself with the way he's talking. Like, he just talks too much on Twitter. Like, it's just like, bro, be quiet. Like, why you don't gotta say all of this.
Shakira Twitterson.
For sure. He definitely earned that name. That shit is funny. That shit is so funny. But yeah, it's like, bro, you don't gotta keep talking to everybody. But my thing is like, why is everybody getting on him about his performance? Like, I get that it was it wasn't the most exciting, but it's like all the like true boxing fans be like, well, if a fight is super technical and chess match, I love to see stuff like that. But as soon as we get a fight like that, they complain about it. But don't get me wrong, I feel like it was a little um excessive. Like Shakur definitely. For him to want to be the number one pound for pound cash cow, he definitely had no excuse. Like he should have definitely done way more. I should have seen at least five left. Not even. I should have seen at least 20 left hands thrown. Like at least, even if it is hurt. Like come
But
on,
give
man.
you
That was.
that a straight big old facts.
Nah, like it's just, and I'm telling you, this coming from a Shakur fan. Like I rock with Shakur heavy.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
my dog. But it's like I don't know what's up with him, man. I really don't know what's up with my boy. But really, what I'm saying, what I was getting to is, do you really think? Well, I just don't like the way Devin and him fell off. Do you think that they could be friends again? You think they
Uh,
gonna be friends again? I think they gonna be friends again.
I don't know. I
You
just
don't think so?
I hope they don't and they keep fighting each other. I still
I
want to
want
see them fight. I want to see
to
them
see
fight.
them fight
I
so
don't want
bad.
to
That's
see
my
them be
number
friends.
one.
I want to see them fight.
Oh God, I feel you. I feel you. I want to see that fight bad though, real bad.
All I want
What you my last question though is what you got for the Regis and Devin? Like what you see in that fight so far?
I see that.
Like what are your thoughts on it?
My thoughts. I think Devin's gonna do good. I think Reach is gonna have some moments, but it's not gonna be not many. Um, Regis is my guy. He's my homie. You know what I'm saying? Like he's support me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to continue supporting him, so I want Regis to win. But and I think that he's a real champion at 140. But in the same time, his feet too slow. His feet too slow, and he ain't as creative as Devin.
Mm-hmm.
Devin got better defense, and I think defense wins championships. And I think that if Regis does hurt him, I think he'll finish him. Like for sure, I think he'll finish him. But I don't think
Mm.
he'll do what Linares did. I think he'll finish him because Linares had old feet. You know
Look,
what I'm
I
saying?
don't even think it was Lenar's feet. Like Lenar's just didn't apply the pressure that should have been applied. Like
That too.
I watched that fight multiple times, and it's like literally once he got it, and then the round came back, Devin was still like not all the way there. He definitely could have in the clinch. He should have been
But he
letting
got
them things
yo
go.
because like my mind's telling me yeah, but my body's telling me I can't reach ya. I'm trying to
Of
hurt you,
week,
Devin.
of week. It had to be that. It had to be that because he had all the chances in the world, all the opportunity.
Yeah, man. Linares is he's older. He took a lot of losses before Devin, and you know, he was just older. And I think that Devin has fought in a lot of these notable names, and not to shit on Devin because this is like, if I was a manager, this is how I'd move my fighter too. Like
Facts,
I salute
facts,
Bill for what he's doing. Like I
facts.
salute that, and I can't. But it's beautiful to have a Jojo Diaz, Linares, Gamboa, but these
It's
all
just
dudes,
crazy.
but they're all like on the bottom of the hill, man. They're older. They
We all know the truth. We know the truth, man.
It's
We know
just
the truth.
it is what it is. Cambosis, Cambosis, he got
No
lucky with
credit
it.
for me. No credit for me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it a band. He gets no credit for them fights. I'm sorry. I gotta keep it a
he
band.
he just lost to Maxie Hughes the other day, but it is what it is. I give Devin his salute though because I did see some things that when he did fight Loma. he impressed me because I thought he was just a man with a jab, and he's definitely a man with a jab, and he can create combinations, and he's a workhorse. That boy, he move around too much. He never stays still. He
Man,
lungs.
man, a lot of the things that I seen in a Loma fight is that Devin isn't the same Devin from 2019, 2020 because the 2019, 2020 Devin, when his body was like more
Gets better. That kid gets
his
better.
body was just better, huh?
That kid gets better.
Nah, yeah, like I no, I think he was better then than he is now. I think he picked up some habits
I
that
think we're
don't
gonna see the best Devin Haney this fight with
no,
Regis.
yeah,
We're
absolutely. I believe. I mean,
gonna-
I don't actually. I take that back. I don't know for sure, but I think we should. Like everything is lining up to where we should see the best Devin Haney for
But I,
sure.
but I think Regis is gonna be like just right
A
on.
great, a great test. I think it's gonna be a great test for him for sure. Like this is gonna be a great fight.
I think he took the challenge not just for the paycheck, because obviously speaking to Regis, he just said, "I want the big fights. I want the big fights."
Yeah.
Obviously, I've been wanting him to fight Subriel for the IBF to unify, but it's not a big fight. And I know Regis,
Mm-hmm.
he tasted a few million over there with Triller, so I'm pretty sure he likes those type of paychecks. And
Yeah.
it's about how he performs in this fight at the end of the day. Because his stock will really drop. Um, if he loses dramatically. If he loses, like he needs to at least make this a 7-5 round. You know what I mean? Like it can't be any worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It can't. It really can't for him because it's a lot of people. Well, it's people like me that aren't really
8-4 at the
that
worst.
impressed with him, huh?
It could be 8-4 at the worst, at the least. But other than
It
that,
got to be an A4, but he when he did have his moments, it was ugly. Like it got to be like a Loma type performance, if anything.
and no word of a lie, Regis, he can't be thinking, oh, I could just box clean too. Nah, boy, you be a man and play dirty. You gotta play dirty with Devin, because Devin,
Milk,
he's gonna take every opportunity for all the bad mechanics that you have,
milk.
all the slowness that you have on your feet. He's gonna take advantage of that. Crazy.
I got a question. Why do fighters like Regis? Like when they do go against fighters like a Devin, like these type of style matchups, why don't they apply more like all of the pressure to make it uncomfortable? Because it's a lot of fights of this style matchup where like I feel like fighters don't apply the pressure when it needs to be applied.
Well,
Is it like a body thing or is it
yeah,
just
it's a
like
body thing. It's a body thing. Because you're going 12 rounds, right? And they go like he's what, 35 years old. He's gonna be fighting a 25-year-old Devin. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a 10-year difference. Like he has to reserve his those certain energies, and you gotta just do enough to win the round. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 minutes per
hmm
round. You gotta think about the combinations you're gonna throw in. You're gonna dictate. You're gonna have to figure out what combinations you're gonna throw after you counterpunch, and then you have to you have to play in your mind like, yo, if
it's also the mind exhaustion as well as the body exhaustion, pretty
yeah,
much.
exactly. Say Devin, right? He comes out here, right? It goes double jab right hand, pop, pop, boom, jab, jab, pop, pop, lands all that shit. Misses one, boom, lands another one. Every time he misses one, he lands another one, but he's always throwing, right? 2 minutes go by. Why should I go pressure my ass off for this to lose this round?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm,
That's the mind game part too. When you're older,
right,
you gotta start thinking of experience. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And your time is not gonna be there too. So you gotta think, how am I winning this round, and how much pressure am I gonna put, and how much do I got down the line? You
right. That makes a lot of sense. I get you. I get you.
But much love to you, my brother. Thank you for tapping in.
For sure. For sure. I'm still be in the chat. I'm tapped in all the time, my guy.
Cool,
Keep
cool.
doing your thing. You been grinding, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you are really you deserve your flowers, bro. And I'm gonna give you some of your flowers. No bullshit. Bro, ever since you started your channel, I'm back when Shakur, I think when Shakur and Devin first fell out and they was like beefing, that's when I first came across your channel. And ever since then, it's like you be interviewing every single boxer, every coach, every like it's like every day too. It's consistent. Like, bro, you really a goat with the YouTube and boxing, bro, for sure. Like, salute. Keep
Thank
doing
you.
your thing, bro.
I appreciate you, my brother.
For sure. Blessings, peace.
As well, King. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Phone lines are open. Anybody want to chop it up with your boy? It's open now. We got 84 people on the live. Let's get these to 100 likes to improve the visibility of the show. The link is tapped in. I put up a poll. I kind of want to cancel it because the fight that we all think that might steal the show would be the Supreme Matias versus Ergashev fight, and I don't have it up. My my mistake. Um, but either way, we're here. We're grinding. Shout out to everybody in the chat as well. Um, and this sucker. Okay. Final poll. Y'all think that the main event with David Benavidez will be, will win? Okay. Daniel Hardman, the fighters coming can win the majority of the rounds, base effort, aggression, and ring generalship. Yeah, ring generalship is good, but effective ring generalship. You know what I mean? It has to be effective. Um, Johnny, all Devin has to do is keep moving, slipping and sliding, shoe shining, punching, and he will outbox the slow-footed hands Regis Progress. Yeah, but you also, you know, we seen we seen guys like Jesus Ramos had a lot of effective pressure, but he wasn't throwing punches. So Erickson Lubin won, right? So, you got to have that effective pressure, and that's something that David Benavidez got. David Benavidez got that. But who y'all got? Demetrius Andres? That's what I'm going to talk about right here. What y'all got? Start this poll up. A new one, a real one. Who y'all got? Who y'all got winning tomorrow? Who y'all got winning tomorrow? Put that on the poll. Boo Boo. Okay. What you need coming in right now? What's going on? What you need? What's on your mind?
Nothing much. Glad to be here. First thing, how did you get somebody on here via YouTube? Are you using YouTube to do this?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
Oh yeah. You the same way how you jumped on is the way other people are jumping on.
so cool, so cool. Well, greetings from Trinidad. First of all, I'm in the Caribbean.
Nice, nice. Trinidad.
Yeah, yes, yes, sir.
That's
So,
awesome.
I always watch your channel. I love the interviews. I know you're a trainer as well. I wanted to ask you, most of the boxers you train are pros or are they from the amateurs?
Amateurs. Like I would go to like different camps for pros if they would like my help. I would do what I can as far as media, pad workouts, strength and conditioning, stuff like that.
Wow.
And that concern. I had a couple guys that were pro that invited me to go some of their fights and stuff like that. But other than that, it's more amateurs. I feel better doing the amateurs right now. I salute all the great other coaches that put in a lot of work that I look up to.
Yeah, I'm not a coach at all. I'm just a fan. But I do want to still I do box a little bit, but I want to actually get into competition. There's a couple gyms here in my country, but not a whole lot. They do more MMA than boxing, but I love boxing.
Okay, that's awesome,
Yeah,
man. That's awesome. It's never
yeah,
too late. Never too late, man. Never too late.
yeah. I'm almost 50, but I'm still going to give it a go.
Yeah,
Still gonna give it a go.
they got a seniors league.
By you?
They got like they got the golden gloves, the junior golden gloves, and then they got like a one for like past over 40 league. So you can fight like
Nice.
older men, so that way you don't got to fight all these young killers. You know.
Right, right. Exactly. Exactly. Right. Well, I love what you do. I love what you do, and I just wanted to give my little contribution on fighting, like with Devin and Regis. I think some of the things that Bill Haney said about being able to take one side and take away a side of a fighter, and disarm a fighter. If you know this guy, he throws left hooks or right hooks, or he likes to throw a straight left. You take that away from him. And I think that's the thing is always about control in boxing, right? You try to control the tempo, you try to control certain shots that your opponent have, that kind of thing. And I think a lot of times people think, the boxer has to box on the back foot and move unnecessarily or excessively, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It may be that i- i- you know, test out Regis to see if he can fight off the back foot. See if push him back,
For
see what
sure.
happens. Yeah,
Yeah, Frank Martin had a problem with that against his last opponent.
right. So you're kind of feeling out the fighter in the first round, second round. Establishing maybe a jab or something, and then from there,
Do you think that Heaney got the firepower to be able to push Regis back?
like you said, it's about timing.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's about the timing. Power
That
comes
as
with the
well.
speed and yeah. So it's about the timing. And if Regis can't use his weapon, I've disarmed him. It's over.
Yep,
He got to
not the
come.
time.
He got to come up with something else in his toolbox. He has to make an adjustment. So I think that's what they're banking on in this fight. I don't know how much. Devin is huge. Did you notice
Hmm.
how big Devin is? He's a
Yeah, Devin.
big, big dude. You
Yeah,
know,
Devin
I,
gotta be here for only one more year. Probably that's it. Probably move up to
I
47.
he I heard his dad calling out Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios. So it looks like they're going to move up to welterweight pretty soon.
Yeah,
So he's a huge guy,
they asked him questions about Boots as well. I asked
right?
Bozy, Boots' dad, about a fight with him and Devin, and he laughed. But
That would
yeah,
be that would be interesting.
yeah,
So I'm not.
I think if Devin takes his time, I think if Devin racks up some fights, I think right now Devin needs marquee fights. He needs big money fights. I think that this is like Devin's more. Loma was the money fight, right? But before that was it was Cambosa's the money fight, even though that they say that he got paid minimum. Loma's the money fight. Regis is the next money fight. Tio would be the next big money fight at 140.
Definitely.
And if he
I,
could do that and move up, and I don't even care, he could take his time at 147 because Boots is gonna be running that for and unless Crawford wants to stay there, if Crawford wants to stay there, then be good though.
I
But
think Crawford's
who do you
gonna.
got tomorrow though? Who do you got tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, who
I got Demetrius.
you got Demetrius?
Yeah, he's running. He's. I think he's running under the radar of a lot of people. He gonna
Mm,
shock a lot of people
hell yeah.
because
Yeah,
because
go ahead.
again, his knowledge of boxing, the way how he boxes, it's now. Don't get me wrong, David Benavidez. I love his untelegraphed punches and quick, sharp punches. The combinations, the way how he counters a counter is beautiful.
Hmm.
But the footwork, man, the footwork is gonna get him. That
Yeah,
that footwork, that footwork. It all
that.
starts with the feet.
Yep.
He gonna be out of position a lot of times, and that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm.
Now, it's the thing about it is like it takes more energy to create angles, and now that's the yin and yang of this fight because like he's gonna have to turn David to get him, poke him in the stomach, change directions. It's gonna be so much energy used doing that for 12 rounds with David while David's still trying to move you right
Well,
now.
well, what I'll say is, conventionally, I think of it that way. But here's my here's my thing, right?
Wow.
It's how efficient and composed he is. If
Mm,
you look at Demetrius, even in the weigh-in, he's very relaxed. He's very composed. Whereas Caleb was like amped up and he was doing all kinds of things. Andre is as fluid and as relaxed as he has to be because he understands that in the fight you gotta keep your composure, right? So like
mm,
Canelo's very composed fighter, you know.
yeah.
And I love David. I love his tenacity. I love the fact that he works so hard. And David has some tricks up his sleeve as well, But uh, we all know this is not as straightforward a fight as. But I'm just saying that I think the experience that Andrade has and been there at that level for a while, and also just his composure, I think is what I look at.
Not to stop you there, but I just got my man right here, Charles Edwards.
Okay.
Queso cheese in the
Yes, my
building.
brother.
Thank you for the
Yeah,
$500, Queso. Queso. My man, cheese man. Really appreciate that, brother. Really appreciate that. That made my day. Um. So
that's great.
yeah, yeah, man, it's awesome to he's been supporting he supports a lot of good channels, and I'm glad that he had bumped into my channel and has supported and blessed me. Um, but yeah, man, did anybody tell you look like Bill Haney?
No, no, no,
No.
no.
Oh, we need to
They
get you
told me I
some
look like the guy from Earth, Wind, and Fire.
oh, we need to get you some Cartiers, man. Say,
No,
all we need you to put on the Cartiers and say, listen, all they say is, le- all they don't, they say everything but let's fight. That's what you got to say. That's your motto right there, you know?
oh, that's funny. I
And
think I'm probably an older version of Bill.
yeah, man. I was like, whoa, like, because Bill came in our channel like a couple days ago, like, and yeah, man, split image, man. Like,
Oh no, 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 no,
uh, Haney.
no, 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 no. I'm a fan of Devin Haney. By the way, Shakur, I thought did excellently. Um, I thought he did excellently well. I think a lot of people are not understanding all fighters are developing, and I think the challenge he had in front of him was a guy who had similar ability, similar skill, less experience. And I think he pulled it off in the 12th round. Shakur pulled that fight off in the 12th round. And, a lot of people are being hard on Shakur, but I think that he got a lot of data in that fight. That fight pushed him to the next level. So I'm really rooting for him. He talks a lot, but that's okay. You're supposed to talk. You're supposed to, generate interest so people will be talking about you. So
Being
yeah,
cocky.
I thought the fight was a good fight. I thought, he pulled it off in the last round. It was very close for me. In fact, I had it 6-6. I had it a draw, but the fact that he landed that 1-2, and the straight left down the center, I think that made a difference. And he was making the guy miss whole night, even though, to be honest, this De Los Santos was pushing the fight. He was the guy pushing the fight, sort of like, and Shakur was the guy making sure that you maintain that range, that distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he
but
has, he's doing good. He's doing good. Top Rank's doing a great job on him.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, it was a little. I would like to see a lot more from Shakur. I know what he could do. I can
Right.
understand that the left hand was open a lot, and you just got to get creative. But I know when you're in there with a big puncher that's just as fast as you, that has some
Faster.
skill.
He
Yeah,
was quicker.
yeah.
He threw a double. Do you see how fast he threw that double jab? And he
Yeah.
shuffled in. I was like crazy. I was like, oh, I see why Shakur's.
I try to tell people on the channel that's going to be a really close fight, and
Yeah, there's something.
because I'm a big supporter of Shakur myself, and we got a lot of Shakur fans and haters on my channel as well, and it's
Right.
like you know. They were saying, "Hey, it's gonna be a knockout. It's gonna be easy work," and I knew it. I knew it. But nevertheless, man, thank you for tapping in with me, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate the content you give. It's great to hear knowledge, real knowledge. When what's his name? Uh, Russell Jr. It wasn't Gary. Gary's brother,
Antoine.
Antoine. Antoine breaks some knowledge on us. Like
Yeah,
he was explaining what fight was it? I think it was Canelo versus Charlo. He was dropping that knowledge. I was like, wow,
yeah.
wow, this is
I
what I
told
wanted
him
to
he's
hear.
good. I told Antoine, I'm like, yo, Antoine, people like the way you break things down, man. Him, some people liked, Richard Hitchenson's breakdowns.
Yeah, Hitchinson. He's not
I know shoes,
Richardson. Richard Hitchinson is no joke.
no,
Again, a lot of people think you have to knock out a guy to beat. Do you see how he dealt with Jose Cepeda? He made Jose Cepeda look like he was old, like he wasn't supposed to even be in the ring with him. It was just amazing, and I'm like, do people understand? That the beauty of boxing, that you could
no,
really put a whooping on a guy. You don't knock him out, but you put a savage beating on him. I
right,
don't think they understand that. They look for the knockout, and it's an art to knock out people. You may have power, but you can't knock out nobody. You got that power, but you ain't knocking nobody out because you just don't have the set it up. You don't have the timing, whatever. So it's like it's so hard to explain to people how difficult that is unless you actually done it and you realize, oh wow, this is so difficult to do.
right,
you know,
right. Well, my brother, man, I appreciate you for tapping in, and we'll be coming
yes, sir.
back tomorrow for more breakdowns, and definitely we get some more people's opinions, some sparring partners that both guys have been able to work with in this camp, and to get their predictions on and stuff like that. But like I said, God bless you, man, and I appreciate you.
Thank
Go
you, sir.
Trinidad.
Go you. You're doing well, brother. Blessings.
Thank you. Appreciate you, my guy. There we have it, guys. Make sure phone lines are open. Phone lines are open. Smash the like button. Who do y'all got? Let's get these votes up as well, man. We got Boo Boo Andres and David Benavidez tomorrow night. It's gonna be a great night. Fight, possibly candidate one of the best fights this year. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be great. I don't think it's just a great fight or the fight of the year. Can we say the best fight card of the year? I like that one better, right? How about we do that one? The best fight card of the year. Oh no, I seen it. I shouted it out, Jackie. But I'm gonna do it again because you know what I'm saying. I definitely see it, yo. Queso, Charles Edwards, cheese. I appreciate those $500, man. Real talk. That was a banger. Super appreciative, man. Thank you for supporting the show, man. You always doing that. Much love to you, my brother. Thank you, man. For real, for real. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Jackie checked me like check. Girl, damn. You checked me like a kung fu Bruce Lee. Shoot. I did say what's up. I did shout it out, Edward, but yeah, you're right. Edward needs a shout out like every 5 minutes right now for that one. Thank you, Gesso. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. For real, for real. Getting into some of these breakdowns, phone lines are open. Anybody is welcome. Make sure you guys come, smash the like button, and let's improve the visibility of the show. This fight right here, ladies and gentlemen, Charles, do me a favor in the comment section, bro. Let me know who you got as far as when it comes to all the pay-per-view fights on the card. Let me know your top four when it comes to Hector Garcia, Roach, Matias, Jose Benavidez, and Charlo in the main event. Let me know what you guys have. Everybody in the chat, let me know who y'all got. What's your four? If you're betting on them or if you're not betting on them. Let's get it on right now. Also, hit the polls as well. Who y'all got? Boo Boo Andres or David Benavidez? See, the votes, we got to get the votes up. The percentages are really close, though. And, I like that people are really voting for Boo Boo because he never got his just dues. I got Hector Garcia, Matias, Lil O Benavidez, and David Benavidez. Wow. Good, good, good. I'll tell you right now, bro. I got the same one, but if I'm gonna go, your parlay look fire. I ain't gonna hold you because I got Charlo winning because of all the upsides, and I'm trying to like ignore what we seeing, verbally in the videos and the interviews of Charlo. I'm trying to ignore that because I'm trying to see if he's trying to make us pursue on not wanting to vote for him or bet on him or whatever the case may be. Plus, Jose being at 140, coming into the pros at 140, moving all the way up. I don't think he has the punching power to hurt Charlo like that. But Charlo not ripped up. Charlo's not even ripped up. I couldn't even see the abs or nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Then Jose Benavidez looks strong. He looks strong, man. Fight, man. We got a great card tomorrow, man. We got a great card tomorrow. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving as well, man. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Um, Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. It's a big fight, man. True, true, true. Yeah, Charles. But I like your parlay. It's just I don't know. All right, we got Charlo might get a disqualification. He seems like he don't give a damn. What you think he gonna do, Jackie? You think he's gonna hit him in the balls? You think he's gonna hit him? You think he's gonna hit him in the los huevos? You think he's gonna hit him there? You think he's gonna hit him behind the head? How's he gonna get the disqualification? Is he gonna keep spitting his mouthpiece out? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna hit the referee? Be mad emotional? Hit the referee in the stomach? Boom! How's he gonna get disqualified? I'd like to know what your thoughts are. What, that would be interesting. Tell me that wouldn't be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. If Charlo just does something out of the ordinary, and boom, boom, lose the fight, or no, not even, because he'll be considered an undefeated fighter, right? Because he'll just have a disqualification on his belt. We got Matias, Garcia, Benavidez times 2. So what's that mean, Danny Drew? Does that mean you got two? You got two Benavidez. Both of the Benavidez brothers are gonna win. Now, tell me this, right, ladies and gentlemen, would this be the biggest upset in the middleweight division in the past 3 years if Charlo loses to Jose Benavidez, a natural 140 pounder with 2 losses? Great losses, Danny Garcia and Crawford. But would that be one of the more biggest upsets? in boxing in the past 3 years when it comes to the middleweight division. Middleweight division has been dry. Remember middleweight division when Roy Jones was in the middleweight division and James Toney? Damn, that middleweight, that division was fire. Benavidez' problems is his whole game plan relies on his opponent gassing out. That's true. That's true. He does rely on that. Well, let me Rosa, let me correct that real quick. I think that's the final resort because in reality, he's trying to punish you. Don't get it twisted, right? He's trying to punish you. He's trying to beat you up. He's trying to hurt you. He's trying to act like you stole his lunch money type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really alpha. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he gets a lot of his late round stoppages, but he's really beating people up, man. Stepping forward right to the chest, eye to eye, mano to mano. You know, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. That's gonna be a good fight, though, regardless, because if we had 100% Charlo, it probably he probably would have steamrolled him. But now that he's not 100%, it kind of made this fight a little bit more interesting. If you don't, I think so. David will start fast and learn his mistakes from the plant fight. That's Johnny. That's the idea that he would have looked at the plant fight because now there's video footage of David. You know, there's video footage of Plant outboxing the shit out of David for 5 rounds straight. There is, there, and and who should be studying that footage more than anybody? David and Boo Boo. You know, I got Jose Benavidez by KO 11th round. Boxing gang, I see you. I see you. I see you. I like that. I like that people going for Jose. That you guys are feeling that energy. What do you guys believe? You guys believe all this talk with them being in the elevator and acting like what they're not acting like in front of the cameras? What do y'all think? Triple G was the last great middleweight champion. 100%, 23 KOs in a row, the most title defenses at 160. Passing B-Hop. Yeah, Triple G was a great fighter. You think he dug Ward though? You think he dug Demetrius? What do y'all think? Y'all think that Triple G dug those two guys? Talk to me. You know, do y'all believe that Demetrius and Andrade is a high risk, low reward type of a fighter? Do y'all believe that? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Polls are out. 39 votes. We got to get some more votes, guys. This is the first time, and you know, more people are voting for Boo Boo. Like we haven't really seen this guys before. You know what I'm saying? Look, normally when I put up the poll, it's always a close percentage, which I like because every single time I put up this, it's always a close percentage, but they always give the percentage advantage to David. Tonight, it's Boo Boo. What got y'all thinking this way? Is it the physique? Is it the confidence of Boo Boo? Whatever it is, I like it though. Whatever that is, I like it because to have like 3 polls in a row and having David winning and now having Boo Boo winning, people got second thoughts. I like it. I like it. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I also think that, you know, Boo Boo's Boo Boo got a nice jab too. Man, Elevate vibrations. We're about to see why Triple G dug Andres 100. Thank you for the $2, my guy. Man, I can see that. Andre got skills. Crypto, yeah, he do. Triple G would have killed Ward. Kovalev beats Ward, and Triple G would have stepped Kovalev around in sparring. Stopped him in sparring with body shots. They did say that Triple G hits harder than Kovalev. Triple G is one of the more hitting middleweights with a underrated jab. Triple G's jab is one of the best jabs in boxing. People don't hear that too much, but smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Boo Boo will be a bloody mess, and his corner will wave the white flag. We finally seen Paul, Andre. We finally seen him. I seen him on the stage today. So that's a good sign. I think that Boo Boo's gonna need him. David got too much pressure on him. If he loses, he might miss a next big fight. Boxing gang. If David loses here, the bright side of it, he's a fan friendly fighter. He fights for the fans. One thing that I notice about Tank and guys like Tank and Benavidez, they embrace the fans. They know about their stardom. They embrace it, and you know the confidence of Boo Boo is great. But looking at the confidence, like knowing that you're made for this, that eye that you have for your fans. I seen that eye when Gervonta Davis was walking into the ring with Ryan Garcia. He just was like, I remember when he did it with Hector Garcia, David Benavidez has that aura when he walks into the ring. You know what I'm saying? I think that David is a force to be reckoned with. He was the best super middleweight, and he's just proven it. Right now they're talking about Munguia and and um, and Canelo. And what's crazy is I look at the box rec, right? I look at box rec today, and the box rec it be all over the place. But they got Canelo Alvarez #1. They got David Benavidez at #2. They got Munguia at #3. Then they got Demetrius Andres at 4. Then they got David Morrell around like 9. So they got Pacheco at like 13 or 14. They got Edgar Berlanga at like 12. You know what I'm saying? So these numbers be all over the place for the super middleweight division. But I'll tell you right now, if I would like to see all those guys mix it up. All these guys gotta fight each other. You know what I'm saying? I wanna see Munguia after he fights Friday. I want him to fight like the fight with Demetrius Andres. We wanted to see that fight as well. Like I want Munguia, and I don't think Munguia can beat all of those guys that we mentioned, but I know he'll give great fights. You know, he'll put his shield on the line. I respect that. I respect that. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Um, David, I don't want to say this is a 50-50 because I do, you know, but then it feels like a 50-50 because like it kind of reminds me of Terrence Crawford, man, and Errol Spence a little bit. Like I'm not gonna hold you, like and the messed up part about it is, and it's not even messed up, but it looked like Boo Boo's Terrence, you know. But the thing about with Terrence is that he's been proven to be knocking shit out the park. Look at his KO ratio. So that's the difference between Terrence and Boo Boo. And, you know, I think that's a big difference. I think that's a big difference. And also, like, can Boo Boo really stay in the pocket with David and really be able to try to get, some body work in? I think that's so important, and I feel like I haven't seen that in Boo Boo's career. To be honest with you, I really haven't seen that in Boo Boo's career. Even Gabe Rosado got a better resume than Andre. Gabe Rosado got a better resume than a lot of people. Let's be honest. He got a big resume as far as names are concerned, not wins and losses. Because Gabe Rosado lost a lot. I think like 17 fights. He's up there and losing. You know what I'm saying? But he's always getting, a good fight. Salute to, Freddie Roach in the wild card gym and all that. Um, but yeah, um, what I like about this fight is that you could see it playing in different ways. You could definitely see it in different ways. You see the better boxer, the guy that has the amateur pedigree and everything else, that's Boo Boo Andres, the more technical guy. Then you got the guy that really put on, boxing gloves at the age of 3 years old, staying in gyms, sleeping in his dad's car for tournaments for his big brother. Having a big brother like Jose being his mentor. I just feel like there's a lot riding on this for both fighters. These fighters, what's crazy about it, we have to salute both of them for them taking this fight, guys. We really got to salute both of them for taking this fight because, let's be honest, man, these guys didn't need to fight each other. And uh, it kind of scares you, the fact that, because it's not like it's a huge life changing payday yet. Like, it's life changing for us, people that are regulars, that we don't make millions of dollars and stuff like that. But for a guy like Boo Boo, he was making a few $1 million. He could have he would have fought somebody else. He still would have been making a couple mil. So, I mean, obviously it had to be somebody that he could headline with, not like a Demar Nicholson or anything, but still just getting paid, and I don't know, like, I can't wait for this fight. I am siding on David Benavidez because of everything that I stated. I think that the pressure will get to Demetrius Andres. I think that the punching power, even the one punch knockout power, like they don't both possess it. But if anyone has a stronger one punch, it's David. David got a heavier hands. Um, David's gonna balloon up. He should be in the ring weighing around 185 pounds. You know what I'm saying? After hydrating. Boo Boo, yeah, man. The crypto body, the old legs, man. You know, this ain't the Boo Boo that we seen 5 years ago. This ain't the same one. So it's gonna be a great fight while it lasts. I think that it will last 12 rounds, but Boo Boo, he gonna have to pull out that "it's me again." And if he don't, then I don't know what to say, But all I know is that tomorrow, guys, we're gonna have a great fight, and then we're gonna also have a great show as well. Don't know exactly what time the show I'm gonna do. Most likely, it'll probably be like uh 12 o'clock and East Coast time. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good time to start the show. We'll do the betting show, and we'll see where the odds are at and see what are good bets for all the fans that are going to play. Obviously, it's going to be a fan-friendly show. Call in as much as you guys want. Obviously, I'm just going to check the polls here real quick. We got 43, and y'all still believe that Demetrius Andres will win. And I respect it, guys. I respect each and every single one of y'all votes. Matias has his hands full. El Cotto, he does. He does have his hands full. But Jeremiah Ponce, he had his hands full as well with him until not. I think that that, like I said, that fight with him and Ergashev will steal the show. And we're gonna have some great boxing, man. Stay tuned, man. Like, honestly, there's not one fight on this card that is boring. Like, really, buy the pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying? Or stream it, do whatever y'all want. I'll support boxing. Buy the pay-per-view so you don't have to deal with the glitching and stuff like that. Cause I hate that part of just the glitching. I ain't gonna hold you. I tried it before. But nevertheless, guys, thank you guys for tapping in, man. Salute to everybody on the chat. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. We'll try to do this more at night. Um, Charles Edward Cheese, otra vez, thank you again, my man. Appreciate you, my brother, for the support. And we back tomorrow at 12 p.m. You know, for another great show. But salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys smash the like button before leaving. And God bless. And on to the next. Good night.